English setters were first bred as hunting bird dogs in their homeland over 400 years ago. With a superior sense of smell, the dogs would sniff out the bird, then freeze on the spot and point with their muzzle in the direction of the prey. This is the setting stance from which they get their name. These days, the breed competes in simulated hunting contests called field trials, at which Mom Duchess is an expert. But though she can track down a bird, Duchess would never harm one. This pacifist is less into bird hunting and more into bird watching, up in her family's pet pigeon loft in the backyard. But right now, Mom Duchess has a new focus for her attention. Her snowy white family, which won't stay white for long. One already has a jet black ear. Meet Othello. He's rather special because most English setter puppies start to develop markings when they're older, usually around 3 weeks. And Othello's not just ahead of the curve with his color. Even with eyes and ears still closed, already he's using his nose to navigate to the edge of the blanket. Like a true scent-tracking hound. Mom's proud of this first sign of a future field trial champ. But Othello's not the only one to forge ahead today. His sister Victoria is traveling even farther than her brother. Seems this little pup wants to prove her hunting dog spirit too. But she's airlifted back to where she started before getting any recognition. Thankfully, to get Mom's attention, there's no need for special performances. For now, all Mom wants is her pups to be safe and sound under her watch. At 3 weeks old, with their eyes and ears now open, there's a whole new world to explore. But Othello, with his trademark black ear, is still using his nose to investigate. Like a true tracking dog. English setters are also bred to alert their masters when they find prey. And even though Othello seems to have sniffed himself down a dead end, at least he's learning how to attract attention. When her brother is off on a tracking adventure, Victoria wants to be on one too. But this terrain is tricky to navigate. And has narrow straits to steer through. But at least 2 of Duchess's litter are showing some signs of field tracking ambition, which can't exactly be said for the rest of the setter siblings. Mom Duchess is thrilled to be taking her 4 boys and 2 girls outside for the very first time. And after a hesitant start, these natural-born field dogs are ready to take in all the sights, smells, and tastes of the great outdoors. Most setters are born with an instinct to hunt, but each pup displays that drive to a greater or lesser degree. One test of prey interest and alertness is a simulated bird made of pheasant feathers. Today, it's time for the pup's first trial of these hunting dog skills. Black-eared Othello isn't sure what to make of it, but is immediately mesmerized. But just as quickly, he loses interest in favor of roughhousing. So Victoria, who's now developed one signature brown ear, takes her chance to outshine her brother. She shows definite prey interest and alertness. And as Mom watches on, something very special happens. Victoria, with no prior training, instinctively does her first point and set. It seems this pup has been gifted with natural field trial skills. Mom Duchess couldn't be more proud. Othello has some catching up to do, but he'll get his chance soon enough. At the field, the kids take their seats in the stands. For today's practice, Duchess is joined by fellow field trial expert Skipper, who's a Vizsla, a Hungarian pointer breed. Areas of the field have been laid with a bird scent, which the dogs track down over a long range and then point toward it. And together, these two tracking champs show the pups how it's done. Soon, the pups get their own chance to hit the grass running. Though their noses still need to develop before they can track scent over such long distance. What the pups can do is learn to run across rough terrain. Othello takes the lead, and even with short legs, navigates the undergrowth like a pro. Of course, sibling rival Victoria mistakes the run for a race and tries to get ahead. But when the pair of mini hunters catches up with Mom, the contest can end. In Mom's eyes, all her pups are winners.